God, man, check out, gotta check. Sheesh. Posting on Patreon again. I want to drop a video tomorrow. Oh God, anybody called you a shape? Me personally, Patreon, man. Listen, it's a lot I want to do and a lot I want to change. Chat. I did a lot of studying. I did a lot of reviewing. A lot of analyzing. Chat. This TyKwonDoe going crazy. Hey, chat. Y'all want to know what the number one, the first thing, and the most important thing my time skip arc has showed me, chat? Hey, let me catch up with the subs too, man. Musa NYC with the 3 months. Playboy Sam with the 18 months. Car 12, 810 with the 7 months. Wavy Zao with the big 13 months. Hey, listen, chat. All jokes to the left, bro. There are so many things. I'm going to turn the music down for this, bro. That's about as low as I can get it. I'm going to turn it all the way off. Fuck the music. No music. Listen, chat. The number one thing is, bro, there are so many things that are just dragging at our time. Like, I'm not going to say distractions are a new thing. But, like, more now than ever. All of these apps, all your phone, everything around you is just cracked out trying to get you to be distracted, trying to get your attention. And all that shit is time, bro. All that shit, time. And it's like, chat, let me cook. I'm about to cook up, on God. Let me cook. This side, I appreciate the 6 months. My homie named Side. That's crazy. Now listen, chat, I'm about to make a whole big picture here, right? Now, so you know, boom, you getting hit with all this dopamine. You enjoying your time on your phone. Whether you looking at the thotties, whether you just binge watching somebody content. Preferably mine, you know what I'm saying? Because then you probably learning something along the way, right? You just getting hit with this constant dopamine. It just feel good. All this addiction to these apps or whatever, right? Some of y'all could even have a porn addiction. It could extend beyond any means. I'm not trying to be specific here, right? Now, you trade that for actual like boredom, right? And when I say boredom, I don't mean you just sitting in the fucking crib doing nothing like you bored as shit. I just mean sitting there and actually thinking. Like, what would you do if you wasn't sitting here always constantly consuming, always constantly taking in, always constantly listening to something, but listening to yourself, but sitting here and putting the time into the things that you want to do, or even finding out how good you could be at something. And here's another picture I'm about to paint. Go Am, I appreciate the 510 bits, man. Turn me the fuck up, man. I'm gonna let the voice speak before I keep talking.
Time skip. W Dojo TyKwonDoe to the moon.
Chat,
to the moon.
Chat, this is the one I'm really about to hit y'all with, and I'm really gonna make a whole video on this, right? Now, you get addicted to dopamine, right? It's just this feel good sensation, kind of like being in a casino or whatever, right? But the things that help you get better, the things that grow you, the things that make you stronger, are the opposite of all that dopamine shit, bro. It's the opposite of all that rewarding and all that quick and fast and easy sensation that you get when you're scrolling on your phone. So it's like one of the first things I realized is that you get into this constant vibe of getting everything you want with a snap of your finger. You want to look something up, you go find it. It's always constant shortcuts. You want to order some food, you just straight order. You ain't gotta drive to the store, you ain't gotta walk to the store. You just order that shit. Everything is the convenience of our fingertips. Everything is distracting us. Everything is just whatever. We just never have a moment to actually sit there. So it's like, boom, you get used to this. You get used to this constantly feeling good vibe, and you like push towards this area of comfort. This like comfort zone that you get from always feeling good and always having quick and easy access to things. When in reality, every fucking skill you can think of from anybody who has ever achieved anything beyond average in life, if you want to be more than average, you gotta fucking be, because you in the dojo, my nigga. It's no choice. Anybody who ever achieved anything above average took something very boring, but maybe they was passionate about it. It could be playing an instrument, it could be writing, it could be playing a sport, whatever. And they work on that shit every fucking day, even if it's boring, even if it hurts them physically, even if it's like they're not even really seeing your result. It's just the fact that they know they're improving. Now keep in mind, it's like two sides of a coin. Something feels good, but something actually makes you better. And it's like we get used to feeling good, we don't get used to being better. So if we always want to be feeling good instead of being better, it's like we prioritize what actually changes our life, what actually improves us. We always looking for information that makes us feel good, reassurance. You fucking name this shit. I mean, you even got shit. Y'all know how the women love zodiacs, but like it's always we always being told what to believe in and how to feel. We never can sit there and sit there in the discomfort and all types of shit. Now listen, at the speaking event that was in New York, if you was there, I had a thesis for my speech, right? I said, well, I'm gonna find it. It's in my notes, right? And this thesis I was cooking, bro. Y'all gotta let me cook, chat. This shit made me realize, bro, like when I put everything to the side, bro, and I just be thinking, I get in my head, bro, I really be cooking. Chat, I said this is my thesis for my speech. It was like about 10, 15 minutes. I said, responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure. And the idea of struggle, right? I'm low-key spoiling y'all shit because I'm really cooking. Like I'm about to start writing and preparing my book. I'm about to like it's all gonna be in the video as well, right? It's an idea I came up with called like the scars of success. Are y'all with me, chat? Are y'all following me so far? Say something in the chat if you with me right now. Cause listen, let me fucking cook. I'm about to cook up, my nigga. So you better be ready now. If you ain't ready now, you ain't got much time, brother. You ain't got much time. So if you ready, say something in the motherfucking chat right now, man. Come on, man. Let me cook, chat. Somebody pass the spatula. Somebody hand over the motherfucking apron, man. Let me fucking cook. You know what I'm saying? All right, come on. Y'all want to swim or do y'all want to drown? As y'all know, as I always say. Now listen, there's something I came up with, right? Big Von 4, I appreciate the 23 months. And this is all freestyle off the top of my head because I don't have my notes on me. I don't have what I was writing in my book. This is off the top of my head, right? Now listen. Micho Suave with the big 18 months. Check, can y'all hear me over the sub sound? Because every time I call out a sub, I'm going to just keep talking.
Sensei is back.
Let me know if it's not like fighting my volume too much.
Back on top, TyKwon smile, TyKwon.
Man, y'all know what the fuck going on. All right, now listen. Let me cook. So as I was, just to sum up everything so far, we talked about how everything easy access, everything make us feel good. We would rather feel good than be better because it's something we become used to. It's something that's normal to us because of our phones, social media, everything around us, right? Everything is just right in front of us. Everything is easy access. Everything is about shortcuts. Everything is about doing it quick.
Yes, Sir Sky.
Everything is about doing it quick and not right. Or not in a way that produces the best long-term result. Now listen. Now where I'm going with this is as I was studying, right? One of the things I did, I was like, all right, let me study some greats. Let me study some people I look up to, like Ray Dalio, like Michael Jackson, like Prince, like Stevie Wonder, like anybody you can name that's like achieved something in life that I respect. Like even speakers like Malcolm X, etc. Right? Why Hey Mar, I appreciate the 17 months. Sev Santana, I appreciate the 1 month. Now I'm a scientist. I love being a scientist with shit I'm passionate about. I dissect. I break shit down. Like I like dissect. Like, you know, I open it up and look at all the different details, right? And one of the things, chat, I was finding out and I was looking into is that it's something I call the scars of success. And I call them scars because you can only get a scar once you go through something. Now, and by go through something, I mean you might fall. You might, I also think of a callus. You get calluses on your hands when you lift weights because the callus is the hardened skin. Your skin gets tougher enough to endure harder environments or harder material. Zarko, I appreciate the 14 months, man. Y'all going crazy today, bro. I love y'all, man. Now listen, follow me here. With the scars of success, I wrote things like struggling, embarrassment, shame, doubt. Check anything you can think of that does not feel good. I wrote down specific ones though, as relevant to being scars of success. These are things you can only feel when you're being successful or when you're doing something that's leading to success. Because 9 times out of 10, when you start something new, you suck. You're bad. You have no results. You know, Curly Tay with the 9 months, Aiden Jags with the 20 months, man. Now listen, when you're bad at something, right? Jugs, I appreciate the 90 bits. Guilt, no, guilt is more like a different one. Shame, I thought of shame because it's like things you feel when you try something new and you're not good at it and you get frustrated. you're struggling with it, so it makes you frustrated. You feel ashamed. You feel embarrassed, etc. But remember what I said about the thesis. Struggle creates strength. Strength creates structure. Now, with these scars of success, as I was studying, I noticed something about the mentality. Welcome back, gang. Evolving Eric with the big 15 months. I don't know why she struggled to say that word. But as I noticed something as I was studying, right, and all these people, all the greats that I thought of studying, right, as I dissected them, is that their mentality positioned themselves in a way to where they looked to feel like that. And where in our newer society, we run from embarrassment. We run from being uncomfortable. We run from things that make us feel ashamed.
Dojo to the moon.
Broski, I appreciate the 3 months, man. We run from things that make us feel afraid. We run from things that make us doubt ourselves. We run from things that feel everything I just talked about. And as we get trained to do this, the funny part is on the opposite side of that road is everything we want. It's all the discipline. It's all the results. It's all the goals we'll have. It's like you can't be successful without getting past those scars, all those emotions, all those characteristics of trying something new, trying something that's outside of your comfort zone, trying something you never did before, trying something you know nothing about, and having to take a risk and having to bet on yourself. And like I said, as one of the first things I noticed is that a lot of the people I studied had a great amount of tenacity. And tenacity just means that you can endure anything against all odds. And you can endure public opinion, negative ones like people hating on you. You can endure constructive criticism. You can endure being angry. You can endure everything and still go for what you go for. And one of the examples of this was in Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was one of the most famous human beings to ever live. Right? And that means that a lot of attention was on him. XV Grim, I appreciate the 18 months, brother. Grim with the big 5 fucking gifted. We got a baller in the building. Baby. You dig? And when you look at it, chat, right? All these emotions that we are leaning towards avoiding, all the ones that we run from, all the ones we hide from, they're the same ones that make you strong enough to stay focused, to stay consistent, to go after your goal. And then after a certain point, because you chose to continue and somebody chose to quit, is when your results go from, this shit ain't really getting nowhere, I can't really tell what I'm doing, is it worth it, till you start separating and excelling. Because everybody quit, but you kept losing. That's the difference. You were okay with being miserable. You were okay with being terrible. You were okay. Like, there's a quote I read. It said, it's okay to lose. It's not okay to quit. And the thing is that you suck until you don't. Pause. You're ass until you're not. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people want to skip the process. Like I said, nowadays, everything is just about it's about microwavable results. Everybody wants microwavable results. Everybody wants to just take the quickest route, press a couple buttons, and they got what they want. Nobody wants the process, which forges them into the strong person who can create that result and create many results beyond that. An example, someone like myself, humbly speaking. And tapping back into those roots, bro, it just like I said, it just like shifted a different drive to realize like nothing around us is structured for you to succeed. Like, you have to come to this shit prepared. I'm dead ass gonna argue that you shouldn't even have social media or a phone until you're prepared to know how you're gonna use it. Because guess what? It's so many ways that your phone is gonna use you. In the quickest way. I mean, even think as kids, we used to play Temple Run, to be on Kick, or we on Instagram, you're watching Twitch or TikTok. It's so much fucking information or distractions. And when you enter something without a plan, without an intention, without a map, without a blueprint or a goal, you are at bay or at the will of someone else's plans or goals. And guess what? These motherfuckers is making money off your back. Guess what? You ain't making money. You ain't achieving your goals, and you ain't striving towards no results.
W her pussy ODP.
Bro, acting crazy. Listen. But guess what? Somebody else is. So it's really a dog eat dog kind of environment. And if you ain't eating, guess what? Somebody is. And you the one being used. Now, like I said, what I tried to bring to this internet shit, I told y'all when I first made my channel, I was on the verge of like, I'm either about to completely erase all my internet shit or I'm going to start producing shit I want to see. And I decided to produce shit I want to see. And that's where you get my kind of content, where I'm like, all right, I keep it relatable and entertaining to the point where anybody can watch it, but you're learning. You're learning. I'm not just on some lecture shit. Oh, lesson number 5 is like the niggas just falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to sound smart. I'm not trying to be better than nobody. I'm what you see is what you get. A lot of y'all probably see me in person in this last month, doing a lot of IRL shit. Y'all see, I fucking just talk to y'all. We take pictures. We chat. Like, I'm the same nigga that you see in real life, bro. I'll be the same nigga with 10 million in my pocket. I'll be the same nigga with $10 in my pocket. I'm me. I am who I am. And it is what it is. And what you see is what you get. The chat, to round out something else and all that I was saying, right? The strong thing about building a strong foundation and creating structure for yourself, right, is that I need y'all to get this. This is such a real thing. You are who you are. Now, everything else around you will respond to who you are. And it sounds so fucking simple, but it's such a powerful point. Wakat, one, I appreciate the 18 months. Bro, it's so powerful. And I know a lot of the times,
keep on preaching Taekwon cooking.
I know a lot of the times, I'm gonna explain it because I know it's simple, but it sounds confusing. A lot of times, this is why it's confusing, because so many people on social media get to pick and choose what they post. They get to edit shit and show you the perfect version or the final copy, right? Shout out to Gurm for another gifted sub. You going crazy? So y'all don't really get to see who they are. They get to dictate and manipulate your perception of them or who you think they are or what you think about them, right? But when you are the real deal, when you are solid, when you want some real shit and not some bullshit, when you go side by side to the bullshit, it doesn't stand a chance. It dissolves like you would throw a pill in some water. And that's what I mean by when you are who you are, everything else responds around you. So what I'm aiming towards is just that transparency, that real shit, that strong foundation. Because when it comes down to it, and it's time for people to get exposed, you're waiting to get exposed. You're firm, you're confident, you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, you know yourself. And this is all this shit about to be about, man. And I realized, like, after all that studying and checking all that shit, what I'm really up against. And it's a bunch of social media, quick results, perfect facades, masks, entertainers. People, don't even get me started on the sellouts, right? The sellouts, meaning, you know, I'm going to do what's most financially beneficial. And to the extent I'm going to sell my own crowd out, my own integrity out, or my own better judgment. Because it is a financially beneficial thing to avoid talking about this, saying this, or being open about what I mean. It's too much bullshit going on nowadays, bro. Too much bullshit and not enough real shit. Too much dopamine detox, man. Fuck a dopamine detox, man. You gotta get high off struggle, man. You gotta get high off of fucking striving towards things that you're terrible at.